What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Waratah League Rap with your boy Grant, aka G Money. I'm going to give you all the scores, stats, feedback from last week's games and performances. But before we get started, I'd like to send a special shout out to my boy Tommy Garlic, who dropped 100% of last week's predictions. Your boy guessed it, he told it, it played out just how it was. So you know what? Congratulations, Tommy. Good job on picking all the picks. Now first off, let's get started with the Women's Championship League. Our first game of the night is between Bankstown and Hornsby. You've heard it from me before, and tonight, again, it was all about the paint. Bankstown hit 40 points inside the paint to get them a win, 77-60. And just like Tommy mentioned, Erin Todd was going to be a key player in this game of Manly versus Hills, and she didn't disappoint. She dropped 18 points, 10 rebounds, had 6 assists to help get her team a 69-61 victory over Hills. For Sutherland, it wasn't such a good night. They turned the ball over too many times, and Penrith capitalized on it, taking the win 83-72. Alicia Poto dropped 27 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. She was balling out of control. Now, the scores for this next game weren't so high. The Spiders took on the Comets with a very low score, but it was still a great game. 58-45, the Spiders were able to beat the Comets. Now, I might be just having a hunch, but do you think the Spiders are about to start a run? But now, let me give you your current Women's Championship ladder. Damn! Talk about player of the week. We ain't never had this many votes. Thank you all for the support and everybody who logged on and voted. We had so many people contribute this week, we just blew the numbers out of the water. So let's get right into the player of the week for last week's league. And it came straight from the Women's Youth League. And our winner is, drum roll please, boom! Newcastle Hunters, Megan Johnston with 23 points. Congratulations, Megan. Way to play hard. Now let's jump right into the Men's Championship League. There were 6 games played this week, so let's get you those scores. Start off with my North Bears. We took that drive up to the Central Coast where we took on the Crusaders. It was a very close game, but we were able to pull it out. We won 88-85. But let's not forget to mention Colin Jenkins, who dropped 26 points and 14 rebounds on us. He was balling out of control, but we still got the W. Let's head over to Bankstown, where they were just too strong for the Spiders. They stepped on Hornsby Spiders 78-66. The boys from Manly had a field day with the Hills Hornets, beating them 94-60. Manly shut down the boys from Hills early in the game and didn't let them get a single second chance bucket. They were rebounding everything. So the Panthers hosted the Sharks at home, but they weren't the best hosts. The Panthers beat the Sharks 87-70. In the first game of their doubleheader, the Comets took on Maitland Mustangs. They had to save a little bit of energy for the next game, but they still used enough tonight to get the win 81-67 to take down the Mustangs. Sydney Comets' second game, they still had a little bit in the tank because they were able to take down the Hornsby Spiders. They brought it just for one more night where they pulled out a win 66-64. But let's not forget my guy Thick Igor grabbing 23 rebounds. Good job, Gore. And here's your current championship men's ladder. It's now time for the player of the week. Yo, Byron, take it away, baby.
Thanks, G. That's right. It is time for player of the week, and we'll start with the Women's League. And nominee number 1 is Erin Todd from Manly. She had a massive 18 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. The next nominee for the Women's League is a Sydney Flames player in Talia Tapeo, who had a massive 28 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. Nominee number 3 is also a Sydney Flames player in Rihani Cox, who had 20 points, 11 rebounds. Now she's playing for Bankstown this year, so it's set to be an exciting one in the Molten Waratah League for the women. Then let's jump over to the men. The North Sydney Bears went up the Central Coast and took on the Central Coast Crusaders, but the man that stopped the Bears from running away was Callum Jenkins. He had 26 points, 14 rebounds, and 2 assists. Now, I'm gonna sound like a really big broken record here, but Alex Orbach from Bankstown had the same stats as Callum with 26 points, 14 rebounds, and 2 assists, and he's your nominee number 2. Big big man from Hornsby, Igor, got 12 points, 23 rebounds, and 1 assist. Now, kids out there, it's sometimes important to go and chase the ball and kick it back out more than putting the ball back in the ring. Now, make sure you show your support by commenting the player's name you wish to take out the player of the week for round 5. Now, in the previous weeks, everyone's been sharing it with friends and family, which has been awesome, and we want to encourage you guys to do that more. So make sure you comment for who you want to win round 5 player of the week below, and make sure you share it with friends and family, and make sure you stay up to date with all the latest Basketball New South Wales information by following us on all our social media networks. G, back to you.
Thanks for that, Big B. You know, with all your support, the rap is taking off. We're really glad to see all the support and all the fans that tune in, also the people that vote for your players of the week. Next week, we're going to cover the Men's Youth League, so make sure you stay tuned, check it out. This has been The Rap, the Waratah League Rap, by me, G Money.